Okay guys, time for some actual gameplay. Let them land first. Have a bit of a look around. I'm thinking either making the colony here and cutting it off here, and then making kind of a kill box here somewhere, or here. This is probably a bit small, I think. Yeah, let's go for over here. And if you want to be really crazy, actually, it's not probably less work actually to, well, slightly more, but not a lot, to actually block it off here, and then have the entrance and exit, or rather the kill box here. We'll still have doors going through here and here. Then we'll have crazy amounts of space. We've got a steam geyser there and there, so that's two. Got another one there and one there. If we make like a tunnel here, could use. I don't like to make too many doors because they can break them, and if you're not careful watching, probably better to use these two after these inside the base, because we'll need to have doors here in the wall anyway, and wall the generators off. Yeah, looks good. Look, gonna take a quick look at resources. We got steel really close. There. Machinery, good. More machinery. More. That's good. Not a lot of steel so far. Or am I being blind? Got some there and there and there. And over here. So we got some, it's just not super close. We got more over here. And of course there's the mountain. We can dig into all of this, and there's gonna be a lot of resources. I didn't see any actual plasteel, obviously. I mean, there is somewhere, I can be fairly sure, but we'll probably have to dig around for it a bit. Let's unforbid that. All in one spot. Nice. Actually, I do have a tool for this, as I mentioned in the first episode, for unforbidding. Really useful if you actually use it. Oh, free steel here. Probably gonna use this building as a first sleeping place. So let's see, we're 5 people. We want them at least normal, I think. And until it might take a few tries, so let's make a few of those. One of them we can set as medical. We'll claim it. We'll, let's see, we'll be moving mostly there, so I think put wooden door here where the tree is. We'll want some actually stockpile first. There, so it's already in there. Is there anything you want to change? Right, mechanite corpses I want in there. Otherwise, we're just gonna stick with the traditionals for now, or the default ones rather. Where do we want to dump our crap? Probably want it outside somewhere, like here, but no corpses. And we want a second one for just corpses, I think. We're gonna have the kill box over here, so I want it fairly close, but somewhat out of the way so they don't walk into it too much. Eventually we'll get cremation so we can burn the bodies. They really get upset from rotten corpses, believe it or not. Walking into a pile of rotten corpses, it's not nice. I'm thinking over here is pretty close. Yeah. And it's not somewhere you'll be just walking around a lot. So clear everything, put it on low. Human corpses, not colonists, we want those in sarcophagi. And allow rotten. Actually, animals as well. For rotten animals. Some growing zones. I'm thinking maybe around here something. So I'll just go 11 by 11 and I'll show you why right now. No, I won't. Well, we don't start with the sun lamp. Anyway, it's perfect for sun lamp. So later on you can just build the greenhouse around the already existing growing zone. A lot of little stuff in the way. This one's gonna be potato, and we'll not start sowing immediately. This one's gonna be strawberry. We won't start sowing immediately. Might spread them out a bit, the growing zones. I'm not super happy with this layout here. Okay, one there. We'll want one for cotton. We'll want one for heel root, which no one can grow yet, but I'm just marking it out for eventually. This is yeah, it's sandstone here, so we can't grow there. Can we have one? No. Thinking one for smoke leaf and one for hops as well. I'm gonna leave space for a path. I'll probably make this into some kind of warehouse slash craft workshop later on. So I'm thinking like 2 spaces for a path. And here we'll have the hops. Where's hops? Hops. There. I know no one can right now, but eventually. That means one. That's gonna be smoke leaf. Keep the people happy by smoking weed. Wait a minute, it says smoke leaf? Thought I had a mod that was supposed to change that. I don't know, maybe this is safer for YouTube. My computer knows that I'm gonna upload this apparently. Gonna be the wall here eventually, so that's why I'm changing this around a little. There, we're gonna restrict, gonna change this. So between 22 and 23 hours. They're gonna go to bed. And then the rest is anything. So because they're already sleeping, they'll just keep sleeping until they're not tired anymore, and then they'll get up and like eat and go to work and stuff. Generally, I prefer to keep it at anything and not specifically designate work and joy. They tend to do that better if you just give them the possibility of keeping control. Not always, they're not perfect, but well, it's easier than micromanaging. Gonna set up the work priorities. I'm used to using Fluffy's work tab. It has a few features that regular game doesn't. I'm gonna keep it on only Bella for now to make sure that people get quality treatment, but if something happens, I might want to activate a few more people to make sure it gets done. Two probably. Cutthroat on Baldwick gets to cook. Big Ben and Baldwick can both hunt. I'm gonna give them their weapons straight away so I don't forget. Big Ben gets the survival rifle. Baldwick gets the pistol. Construction, yeah, we got no one who's really great at it. The Beast is probably best. He's gonna become really good at it eventually, I think. Let's see who else is okay. Big Ben is okay, so he'll get to do it for now. Growing will probably need to do more or less everyone, because no one's good at it. Not Bella, she's got 0, that's too low, I think. Not that it's gonna matter, but actually let's just put it on everyone. As well as plant cutting, which is almost the same thing. The Beast can have a bit higher priority on mining. The rest are just gonna have it as a thing they do if they've got nothing else to do. I think Cutthroat should be a crafter. I think Bella as well, she's pretty good at it. Or it doesn't need to be super high. Big Ben. Yeah, I can keep him at 2 as well. Hauling is really important. Cleaning isn't, but I want it done to keep their moods up eventually. Managing is pretty important. Let's just put it on everyone. It's just easier that way. All 3 of them. It's not super high priority, but if they get there. I'm not 100% sure on this. We might have to tweak it as we go on. Is there anything else we want to prepare before hitting go? Don't think so. Yep. Go, go, go. Action Rangers. Everyone's puking because of crypto sleep sickness. Cryo sleep, sorry. And awful, so it's gonna destroy that right away. 2 beds are finished. Doing some hauling as well. Closed it off, and oh, there was the roof. Just gonna make sure, yeah. Good. So it's indoors, they're not gonna be crying about sleeping outside. I was thinking maybe putting that thing on a 4 as well and bumping mining up to a 3. Yeah. The Beast and Bella have become a couple. That was fast. Wouldn't expect it in real life, I can say. Yeah. Gonna have to give them a couple's bed. Put down a manager's table in here as well. Like that. And a wooden stool, just to have something to sit on. Now let's go into the manager. What was I thinking about? Right, forestry, 500. Yeah, it can be pretty good amount to begin with. And we want berries picked, as long as we're below 5,000 berries. All the raspberry bushes, only mature ones in area 1, which I'll be designating now, just to make sure they don't wander across the entire map. So area 1. Probably have this as a sort of a general nearby area for so we can use for other purposes. For instance, if we want them to not wander out while there's enemies around, tell them to stay in this as well. That's probably enough. We have a pretty big base and don't have to wander outside it. And let's manage it. Let's rename it to nearby. Nearby. Let's also mark the home region while we're at it. That's not home, that's just dumping. Here's that. Don't. This is merely for, mainly for cleaning and putting out fires. I don't mind if our pile of rotting corpses burns down. I can live with that. It's not as if we were gonna use them for anything other than burning them anyway. So like that. They're gonna be pretty close to each other, but not necessarily gonna be exactly the same, so it doesn't hurt to have both. Everyone gets a bed except Cutthroat. Beast and Bella are lying facing each other, believe it or not. I wonder what they're gonna say when I tell them. finally. Now we'll actually all of them destroy, and now we're gonna start tilling the soil for these growing zones. Wait, is it? Oh right. I'm confused about which growing zone is which. There's a lot of them placed before you have anything placed in them, and before you've taken away the trees, it's easy to confuse them. They look a lot alike, not that clearly marked. Increase in vegetation actually changes the gameplay somewhat here, because the big time consumer is not so much tilling the soils as getting rid of the trees. And that's after I bumped up the time it takes to till the soil by a lot. I think originally it was at like 85 ticks or something. Now it's at 360. We are getting low on meals, so I want a butcher's table here and a fuel stove. Also gonna set up a dumping stockpile for, let's see, I prefer non-rotten animal corpses is what I want here, not humans. Things aren't that bad yet. Do have plenty of berries, that's good. They can be eaten raw, though they can get a bit of food poisoning from them. It's not as often as they're gonna get from eating raw meat and stuff. Let's see, we got oaks, we got birches, one poplar. Where there's one, there's gonna be more. Defenses, yeah. Not right now. Food is more important than defenses. Get the stove. Gonna set it to. Oh right, I forgot to mention that when I talked about the mods. I think there was a mod called Feed Your Colony or Feed Your Colonists. That's cook 4 simple meals. I also had to cook 8 meals, which takes well, it does pretty much the same thing on a larger scale, but takes a bit more skill. Cooking 4 is just as easy as cooking 1. It takes more time. It takes obviously it takes 4 times as many resources. It takes not quite 4 times as much time, and it takes the same skill. Cooking 8 takes not quite double what 4 times takes in time, and it takes, of course, double the resources, 8 compared to making a single one, and it takes slightly more skill because it's getting to a place where it's actually harder to cook that much. So I'm gonna do cook 8 simple meals and do it till you have 10, just for now, so we always have some meals at all. It's gonna be a meal of berries and berries. butcher's tables up, so we might want to start do some hunting so we can have berries with some meat. Like that. For radius, don't want them running all over the map just to find them. Well, it's because while they're doing that, they're taking they're reserving the butcher's tables that can't be used, so it's being useless. It's better to split it up this way, so hauling it to the dumping stockpile is one work order, and then from there to butcher it is a separate one. It tends to work more efficiently. Yeah, let's hunt all of them. Are they trying to shoot the boars or Bella? It can be hard to tell sometimes. Zero safety precautions, just shoot right past people. Oh, I gotta love these people. And we have an emu locked inside here. Probably gonna hunt that one as well. And we got blood all over it. All over our fancy bedroom. Gonna tell them that it's fine to start sewing whenever these things are built. Got some visitors coming. One guy, Sammy, counselor. Guessing him and the beast are gonna get along well. That's pretty good. Cutthroat's at more than 50. He's at 55% mood, and he's at low risk of breaking down. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, he's hanging out down there. Big Ben thinks we should give the community a name. He thinks Whittaker. Well, it is a nice forest. Yeah, sure. Let's go with Whittaker. Why not? It spoils so fast, it's insane. So I'm thinking first we get growing up, the more probably all the things that we can grow. The most important things are food and cotton, because we need warm clothes for winter. And is he leaving? Beast, go trade with him. We need like a common area for having meals, having guests, maybe it might serve as a prison barrack if we need it to, and you know, general purpose. Then we need a cooled area for storing our food so it doesn't spoil. Do we have any? We can sell meals. I don't want to sell components or medicine. That's going to be useful. we sell all our meals, is that enough to get some components? Get one component from that. Component isn't a problem now, but it tends to be long term. And that's even though I've modded the components to be slightly easier to make. They take almost the same resources and a lot less work. Because as it was, you could maybe create like 2, maybe 3 if you were really lucky in an entire day. It was insane. Yeah, let's go with that. We can always make more food. Go hunting grizzly bears. What could possibly go wrong? Let's find out. A squirrel's gone mad. That sounds threatening. Oh. Set them all to fight back when the squirrel shows up. No, did he get attacked by the squirrel? Probably. This really takes some time. That's because we suck as a group at construction and growing. It really shows. We have no one who's really specialized in it. But research is gonna go fast. Managing is gonna go fast. Social interactions are gonna be really good. They were just passing by, right? Just remember I didn't set any I want to because of the hospitality I want to set the interactions they do because of that, so they always try to improve relations, which will be the beast mainly, who will shut them up and do whatever he can to make sure they like us. Almost got a full field of potatoes. It's gonna take a while for them to grow. You see, got a growing time of 9 days, which is 3 times vanilla. Lifespan is technically 900 days, but I mean, they die in winter, so they'll never reach that age. And it should be mentioned, 9 days is, you know, active growing, so they don't grow at night. So that doubles the time to 18 days. And if it's too hot or too cold, they won't grow either. So it will take. But they also, because of the tilled soil, they grow at 140% speed. So a summer is 15 days. Should be about right. Who attacked him? What happened? Ooh. Some rain helps. Not sure who attacked him. Sleepy from Archer's Hill was wandering nearby. He would like to join your colony for a while. Sleepy has a relationship with a colonist. He's Big Ben's father. Not Bella's father? Shouldn't he be? Or do they have separate fathers even though they're siblings? For a while. Yeah, let's accept him. So he becomes a colonist. Nothing that's gonna come into effect. He can't manage, I think. No. He's beautiful. He's a prostophile and he's a pessimist. He's gonna be working socially. He's a good cook. He has some potential to becoming a good grower and is good artistically. Let's see, social. Yeah, he's the father of both Ben and Bella. He's Ignat Sleepy Rothwell. Wonder why he's sleepy. He grew up as a frightened child. Became a model. Interesting. Set up like that. We're gonna need another bed. Place normal. Until that's done, we'll have that one. For work, he's gonna. Can he improve? Yeah, he can improve. So he'll negotiate as well. That we could tell Baldwick off from that. 2 negotiators is more than enough. We could do some handling, cooking, and growing. Then he'll haul. There's nothing else. Clean. Put that on 1 as well, since I wanted to do it after. And if there's no cleaning to be done, then he can do art. And if there's no art, he can mine. And construct if there's no mining. That one's done. Start sewing. Good. Did it on first try. Yep, let's set up some tilled soil for the cotton as well. And I think we're gonna call it an episode here. Thanks for watching. I've been Brynulf, you've been you, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye bye.